Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Mowgli, and today we're showing some love to a man that's been disrespected for way too long in Blue Lock Rivals. Oliver AIKU. Like, bro, where's the defense at? We got strikers, we got more strikers, and then we got NL Rin teleporting through people. But defenders? Crickets. AIKU is supposed to be that wall, that calm, composed, I already read your whole play kind of guy. But right now in Rivals, bro's just there. So in this video, we're gonna fix that. I'm bringing some of my own rework suggestions, plus some fire ideas from the community that could actually make AIKU a legit defensive monster. We're talking lockdown moves, steel tech, aura-based pressure. We need a style that actually claps back at these meta attackers. Because if we're getting masterclass chaos, Loki dashes, and 40-yard cutscene nukes, we better get someone who can shut that down. And AIKU's the one. Let's get into it. Alright, now, let's get into some actual fire suggestions from the community. And bro, people have been cooking with this one. So first off, shout out to the post that suggested a rework for forced defense. Right now, the move has potential, but it's inconsistent, and sometimes just misses for no reason. The idea is to make it more reliable, and give it some variation depending on where you use it. So if you use forced defense outside its normal range, or when you're on the opponent's side of the field, it turns into a new move called Rough Block. Rough Block is like a mini dash. You move in front of the opponent to cut them off and apply pressure without immediately stealing the ball. It shares a cooldown with forced defense, but you get a shorter reset if you use Rough Block instead. So it gives you more ways to stay active on defense without feeling clunky or passive. It's based on how AIKU's always in the right place in the U20 match. And bro, I think that kind of playstyle would actually be fun to use. Next up, let's talk about the charge ability. Another solid move with one big problem. It's way too easy to miss. Right now, if you don't time it perfectly or the opponent heel flicks, you just fly past them and get cooked. So, this rework suggestion flips the idea. Instead of targeting the player, charge would lock onto the ball itself. It doesn't matter if someone's holding it or not. You dash directly at the ball. And if the ball's in the air, AIKU goes for a header just like he did in the manga. Clean, simple, and actually usable. If a player's dribbling and you charge into them, you still get ankle broken if you time it wrong. So it's not broken, it just makes sense now. And then finally, we gotta talk about the awakening move. Serpent Interception. Already one of the sickest defensive animations in the game. But someone said, yo, just make the snake twice as big, and I kinda agree, bigger snake equals more impact, more style, more ego, better gooning. It would also actually feel like you're playing the final wall of Blue Lock. Right now, AIKU is solid. But with changes like this, he could be the defender this game desperately needs. We've got more suggestions and ideas coming. But let me know in the comments. Do you think AIKU needs a rework like this? Or is he already fine and just underrated? Now real quick, we gotta give a shout out to Azure Latch because the way they built AIKU in their game, honestly, it's better than how he feels in Blue Lock Rivals right now. Like in Azure, AIKU actually feels like a threat on defense. He's reactive, he has strong pressure, and you actually have to think twice before you try to dribble past him. It's not just about animations. It's the way the style moves, the timing windows, the positioning buffs. You feel like a wall. They really leaned into his U20 personality. Calm, calculated, always in the right place, but still got that quiet ego behind every move. And seeing that just proves it. AIKU can be fun to play. He doesn't have to be flashy or broken. He just needs to be reliable and smart, with enough tools to punish overconfident attackers. So yeah, big props to Azure for showing us what a defensive style should feel like. Now we just need the Rivals devs to take notes and give AIKU the upgrade he deserves. Aight. Now let's get into another banger community suggestion, and this one might be the most complete AIKU concept I've seen so far. This is a full-style rework with passives, base moves, and ultimates, and it's actually perfect for making him feel like a real defender again. So, first up, the passive. You get 20% less cooldown on tackles and 20% less cooldown on dribbles, but only when you're on your team's side of the field, which makes sense. It rewards you for defending instead of just randomly dashing up and spamming. Now for the first base move, Perfect Intercept. If you're without the ball, AIKU auto-intercepts any pass or dribble that comes near him. It's like a zone. If you step into it, boom, ball's gone. If you've got the ball, he activates Composed Pass, which sends the ball safely to a teammate with slight curve assist so it's harder to intercept. Perfect for counterattacks. Now for the second move, Pressure Step. Without the ball, AIKU uses Quick Block, a short dash into the path of a pass or shot. If you time it right, he blocks it and stuns the opponent for 1 second. With the ball, it turns into Quick Exit, a sudden sprint out of pressure with a fast dribble burst to shake off defenders and create space. That's clean, bro. Both offense and defense packed into one kit. Now for the ultimate moves, and this is where it gets cold. First one is Serpent Coil. Without the ball, AIKU jumps like in the anime with the snake aura wrapping around him, and intercepts or blocks the shot. And the ball automatically passes to a teammate. Straight up counterplay with style. It's basically defensive flow state. Second ultimate, Final Wall. AIKU stands there like in the manga, arms crossed, full ego aura, and if anyone tries to dribble or shoot in front of him, it gets blocked and stolen. Like a mix between Yo Michael and full-on boss mode. This concept is actually fire. It makes AIKU more than just the guy you pick when you want to defend. It turns him into a real problem with smart play, strong presence, and a little style on top. Let me know what y'all think. Should the devs take inspiration from this and actually rework AIKU, or should he stay how he is right now? Alright, before we wrap this up, we gotta talk about the real issue here. Blue Lock Rivals needs more defenders. Like bro, every update we get a new striker, a new shooter, a new cutscene with someone curving the ball from the moon. And don't get me wrong, that's fire. We love the chaos. But where are the defenders at? Right now, the whole game is just people sprinting at each other and praying their style hits first. It's egoist football, yeah. But even ego needs balance. We can't just have every style be run, dash, shoot, goal. Like someone has to stop that madness. AIKU is the perfect start, but we need more. Maybe Nico, Ryu, or even Sendu down the line. Guys that play smart, intercept, steal, block. Styles that actually feel defensive, but still ego and still fun. Because if you add more striker styles without adding defenders, the game's just gonna get more busted. We need that tactical balance, so every match doesn't feel like a goal fest. Sometimes you should be scared to shoot, knowing there's a defender waiting to shut it down. So devs, we need more defensive styles. Not boring ones, real egoist defenders. Let AIKU be the blueprint and build from there. And if y'all watching got ideas for who should be next, drop them in the comments. Let's get the defenders some love. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Hope you guys have a good day, my friends.